Hello, my friends. My name is Rafael Calderon. I am a community health worker, a CHW. To be exact, I'm a holistic approach, CHW. My mission in life is to be useful to others, to help people live healthier and happier lifestyles. In my work as a community health worker, I came across a company named Pro General Construction LLC, and what they do is acrylic baths and showers replacements and conversions. And the reason why I'm telling you straight out who they are is because when I start talking about why I created this podcast, I'm calling it a podcast, but I don't know how a podcast would work. I'm talking into my microphone, into my computer, in my YouTube channel. So I'm hoping that this helps. It helps me to have more conversations with seniors and their loved ones, because what I have to say is really important. I believe it's really important. That's why I wanted to make the point that I'm working with this company. My goal is not to sell. My goal is to help. I want to be able to walk into a senior's home and help them create a safer environment for them in their bathrooms. That really is what I am about, and I'm hoping that after listening to me, then you can decide to, okay, let me give this guy a call or send them an email and talk to him about my situation, about my questions, and I can go on and on and on. And again, let me mention that this is my first episode. I'm not using a script. I'm going from my mind based on my experience and what I have seen. And that's why I wanted to emphasize very clearly that I'm working with a company of professionals that are experts in doing what they do. So when I talk about the importance of, let's say, installing a bench or a bar in a walk-in shower, that it makes sense. And again, I will go more into that later. So now that you know what the purpose of this podcast is, now let me go a little back into myself, and so that you know that I've been working with seniors and let's say people with disabilities or mobility issues for a long time. I became a community health worker back in 2015, and I learned evidence based programs, two of them in particular. One was how to self manage chronic conditions, and that meant everything from high blood pressure to diabetes to COPD to asthma to arthritis to mental health, you name it. Anything that makes a person's life more difficult as they age, it's that becomes chronic. And I'll tell you a little bit more about chronic, or the difference between an acute problem, or an acute condition and a chronic condition. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. The point being is that I learned how to help someone self-manage their chronic condition by this self-evidence based program. I mean, it's actually called Better Choices, Better Health. You can look it up, right? And I became a teacher of these classes. So I taught seniors in nursing homes, in senior living facilities, at clinics, at hospitals. I drove all over the state of New Hampshire. I drove all over the New England region, because I started out here in New Hampshire, but then I went into Maine. I was requested a lot to teach these classes because I'm bilingual. I can speak English and I can speak Spanish. So I could go into a class. I'm saying a class, but it's actually a workshop. I could walk into any workshop and help someone. And you know what the amazing thing about these programs, because they are evidence based, they are proven to have worked, is that every single person that participated in these programs, which was 6 weeks, 2.5 hours, 1 day a week, everyone at the end of the program had two things to say. One of many fell into, since taking this workshop, I've learned how to better manage my blood pressure. Now I can control my blood pressure, whether it goes too high or too low. Now I know how to better deal with my arthritis. I feel like I'm coming out of depression. I am finding out why I was depressed, and the main thing is that I couldn't do the things that I used to do before when I was younger and healthier. And now, after taking this workshop, I've learned how to set goals and basically accomplish things in my life. And because I can do things that I couldn't do before, Now I feel better about myself, and now I know that I can do more, so I feel more alive. So after listening to all of these things, I said, you know what, these programs are really special. They actually bring joy back into a person's life. Isn't that amazing? This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. That's what I said to myself. So in at that time when I was teaching these classes, I was working for a clinic, a beautiful clinic in Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm not going to mention the name because, having worked with them, what is 2024, 15, 9 years, I would probably have to get permission from them. But it is documented, or at least I have proof, I have pictures, all that stuff, of all the work that I did teaching these classes to seniors. And two main things, and I told you, in fact, before I go too far ahead so I don't confuse you, because remember, I told you at the beginning, I'm not scripted. I didn't write a script to do this. I just realized that I want to find a way to have more conversations with seniors. Because in the job that I do with Pro General Construction LLC, they have me down as a sales representative. But we have come to an agreement that I am a consultant. I don't go out there trying to sell anyone. I go out to consult, to have a conversation, to gather information, to pick up details on how I can present in the mind of the person the ideal, safe, and beautiful walk-in shower that they want. And every now and then, yes, we do get the calls. I get the calls, or maybe I get the appointments for consultations where someone wants a new tub. So they want a new tub, and they want glass doors, they want a bench, they want bars, and basically in a different type of shower head that they have. And we can do all that. So we don't just work with walk-in showers. I'm going to talk more about walk-in showers, and I'm going to talk about the idea of them, not about the actual engineering of them, because I'm not an engineer and I'm not an expert installer either. I just know how they have helped people, seniors, to enjoy their showers more and be happier and safer and healthier. And I have testimonies that I can share with you if you are interested in learning more about the message that I'm trying to convey, as far as how much safer and beautiful it is to have a new walk-in shower with benches, with shelves, with bars. Then you would see what I mean. I can send you videos, or better yet, you can go into our website, go into www.progeneralconstructionllc.com. I'm not going to go too deep into the website because, number one, you can see it for yourself. Number two, because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to sell you the website. I'm not even trying to sell you a conversion. I'm trying to talk to you about it. And if you decide that you want one, that you would like one, what I would ask is that we can have a conversation about it, so we can have a consultation about it, so I can guide you by listening to you into how we can install your ideal either new walk-in shower or new shower tub combo. Okay, so going back to the health benefits of having, let's stick to a walk-in shower, but a new shower tub combination, shower bath combination, can also have the safety benefits of this installation, of this conversion. So let's imagine a new walk-in shower, and let me tell you why. As we age, whether we have chronic conditions or not, our body is not as flexible as it used to be, right? Especially for people that are used to working very hard, very physical jobs their entire lives. And from that to people that spend most of their lives working a sitting down job, for example, in an office, and they're not used to moving their body way too much, or too much. And then it comes time to retire, time takes its toll, and then we simply don't have the flexibility in our bodies that we need to have, right? And in a little deviation, you know what I found out? That dancing is the best thing to do as we get older, because it moves our joints, it puts rhythm into our body, and we are more flexible as we age. Okay, just a little tidbit there. But the reality or the seriousness of the reality is that most people, as we age, we do not have the same power or ability to move our bodies like we used to. And then what used to be a fun thing to do, to go and take a shower, something relaxing, something refreshing, now it becomes a task, becomes a difficult task, because for one thing, we just we just cannot move the way we used to. Let me give you an example. I had a person, not a customer. This is before I came to work with Pro General Construction, when I used to work as a community health worker slash healthcare ambassador for a company in Massachusetts. And I had a senior who had arthritis issues, and he just could not lift his leg over the bathtub to get in and take a shower without extreme pain. Extreme pain. And then as he stood to shower, he would tell me, I can barely stand. It's all pain. I don't enjoy my showers anymore. I don't know what to do. I put in for the installation of new rails with my healthcare provider, and they have not approved me for whatever reason, and I'm basically stuck like this. You know that sometimes people will tell you that I wish I had a time machine and I could go back in time and help someone. That would be me right now. If I had known about Pro General Construction LLC back then, that gentleman would have been in a much better situation than he was. And then I won't get into what happened when I left that job to become self-employed, to run my own business, CHW forever. And now I'm still a community health worker, but now I am an independent one, because it's what I love to do. I love to help people. I love to talk to people. I love to meet new people. I love to make new friends, and I like to be useful. I like to do something that can help someone live their lives better. So, as an independent community health worker, an independent CHW, I wish, I could go back to patients like that gentleman, and to be able to go back to him and tell him, hey, listen, do you know that you can convert this bathroom, this tub, this shower bath combo, you can convert it into a walk-in shower, and then you don't even have to lift your feet anymore. There are different floor pans that we can install. By way, I mean Pro General Construction LLC, that we can install where you don't even have to lift your feet. Where we can install a bar by the shower head that you can hold on to, so you don't have to worry about falling anymore. I'm sorry, I misspoke. So that you don't have to worry about not being able to stand for long periods of time in the shower. Moreover, we can install a bench that you can sit on, and we can give you a handheld shower head, and you can shower comfortably. We can do so much. We can bring so much quality into a person's life, a senior's life, by making the bathroom, the shower, specifically the shower, the tub area, by making it more comfortable to use, let alone safer. Because if a senior can hold on to a bar to take a shower, he or she is less likely to lose balance and fall. If a senior can have a seat on a bench and comfortably take a shower, if they have a shelf that is designed or built within their reach, so they don't have to stand, overstretch themselves, they will enjoy more the showers. They will be happier. Okay, this is why I'm focusing, as I mentioned earlier, I am focusing on the walk-in shower because of all those benefits. But again, we have new parents, or people that bought a new home, and they don't like the way the shower bath combination looks, or maybe it's damaged, maybe the home is a fixer upper, and they have small children that they'll need to watch, so they would prefer to have a new shower bath, I'm sorry, bath, yeah, no, I said it right the first time, shower bath combo, right? They just have everything new, and they can add one or two bars for support while they are watching the children. So we can do all kinds of those things. And I'm coming close to the point where I have to start talking to you about why it is that it is a health matter. It is a health matter to, if you can, if you'd like to, convert your old bath shower and tub into a new walk-in shower. It's just more, it is safer. It's safer, it's easier to use, it's more comfortable, and I haven't even gone into the glass doors. Adding glass doors into a walk-in shower makes it into a real new experience. Imagine for a second a walk-in shower that you can walk into without having to lift your feet much, and you can grab onto a bar that gives you stability walking into that bathroom. You have shelves on each side of the walls of the bathroom where you have everything accessible to you. Imagine that you have a bar in the middle of the wall of the bathroom, of the shower, I'm sorry, or the walk-in shower, that you can use not only for stability but also for freedom of movement, okay, and safety above all. And then on the end of that wall, on the right wall, I'm imagining, yeah, on the right, because on the left you'll have the fixtures, the knob, I call it the knob, but you know what I mean, the bulb, and you have the shower head. And we have different styles and choices of shower heads, but again, I'm not going to go too much into the details of the products. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. I'm trying to capture your imagination. Okay, so then imagine on the right side of that shower, of the walk-in shower, you'll have a bench that you can sit down and enjoy your shower, because we can build, or we usually build, shower heads that are standing and also handheld. So it's a lot of flexibility. There's so much that we can do. And if you go all the way up to the walls, usually when you have a traditional bath shower combination or an old-fashioned walk-in shower, you'll see that maybe they go up 8 feet, 7.5, 8 feet from the floor to going up towards the ceiling. That it invites for in time for water to seep in through the edges, and that is talking about a fiberglass type of walk-in shower, older walk-in shower. If you have a situation where you have tiles, a bathroom made of tiles, a shower, bath combo, or an older walk-in shower made with tiles brings challenges within themselves, because in every single tiles bathroom that I've walked into, and we've removed an old bathtub or an old walk-in shower made of tiles, we have found water behind it. We have found water in the walls, behind the walls, on the floor, underneath the tub, right? Its tile is beautiful, but most companies are moving into using acrylic, because acrylic is easier to clean. It looks beautiful too, as beautiful as tiles. I think they're about the same price, so it's not about the price. There's not much of a difference price wise. The advantage of using acrylic over tiles is that acrylic is easier to clean. I started telling you about this because traditional that I've seen, baths, shower combinations, and showers, they usually go up to 7.5 to 8 feet. Some of them go higher towards the ceiling, but they don't reach all the way up to the ceiling. So what that does is, I already told you, it invites for water to seep in, especially with tile. Over time, my opinion, I'm going to say my opinion because I don't want to say the wrong thing, okay? I've read a lot of materials and I've seen a lot of videos to tell you this, but I am not an expert, so please do not take my word for it. And when I say these things, I am not speaking on behalf of Pro General Construction LLC. When I talk about engineering and building and materials and stuff like that, I just get passionate about things and I tell you what I know. Okay, I would tell you and advise you, any questions that you have about anything that I'm saying when it comes to the actual building installation. I should say installation, not building, of the walk-in shower or the new bath shower combination. For that, I can direct you to Pro General Construction LLC's experts. We have experts with more than 15 years of experience doing this work. Okay, so going back to the original thought is for you to imagine a acrylic wall that goes from the floor plan or the floor of your shower, your new walk-in shower, all the way up to your ceiling, all the way up. It creates a vision of like a separate part of the bathroom or even of the house. Now, let me talk to you a little bit more about my motivation for doing this work. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning, but I told you I would come back to it. I would come back about the whole CHW community health worker thing because my mission in life, as I mentioned earlier, really my mission is to be useful. And in my times of working with seniors, and not just seniors, people that have mobility issues, that have chronic conditions, whenever anyone told me my life is better now because I worked with you, that makes me feel worse inside. That is what drives me. Okay, I want to be useful. So if it takes for me to just have an hour and a half conversation with someone that at the end of the conversation tells me, you know what, thank you for your time, but I'll think about it, I'm happy with that. I'm still happy with that. And in fact, I can tell you, I won't tell you her name, but I met a very, very nice lady, and we talked really for more than an hour and a half. And you know why I know that it was more than an hour and a half? Because I got to her place at 1 o'clock, and it wasn't a consult. Every now and then, I drive to motels. I drive to places where I think someone could use a bath shower conversion. Okay, and I try to make conversations. I do that a lot, and it's not always fun. Sometimes people don't want to talk to me. Sometimes people see me as just a salesman, and they won't even let me speak. That's okay. That's part of the game. Okay, but some people do like to talk. Some people do like to talk, and it's always good to have a conversation with another pleasant human being. And going back to this nice lady, I know the time because I set out my goal to make it to her motel at 1 p.m. and try to talk to someone. I didn't know it would be her, right? That she would be the owner. So I went in and I just asked, could I speak with someone about enhancing the value and the fun and the joy and the safety of your showers in your motel? And she laughed. It wasn't a smile, it was more like a laugh. And she says like, oh, you're gonna try to sell me, right? And I said, no, I'm trying to make conversation, really. Do you have a few minutes? Let's talk. Maybe I can be useful to you, maybe not, but hey, we could end up being new friends, who knows? And she said, okay, it's low right now, so I'll talk to you. So I'm telling you that when it was close to 3 o'clock, and I know that because at 3 o'clock I have to get ready to go pick up my stepson from school, and I tell her, oh, you know what? Time flew by. We're having such a nice conversation. And at the end of the conversation, she said, you know what? I liked talking to you. You're a nice guy, very pleasant personality, but I'm not ready to make a decision. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. And I said, okay, sure. I'm happy to wait for you. No problem. At least now you have a new friend. I have a new friend. We have things that we've talked about in common. And the conversation was more about starting as a business as a, let's say, how should I put this in a nice way? She was not born in the USA of America. Let's put it that way. Pleasant, very pleasant lady. A new American is how I could call it. An immigrant or new American, whichever sounds better. But to me, it's all the same. We're all human beings. We're all brothers and sisters. But that's how that went, right? And I met with the owners of the company about 3.5 weeks ago. Not ago, I'm sorry, after I met her, and they asked me, have you followed up with her? What have you? And I said, no, not yet. I'm giving her time. because she wasn't ready and we had a good connection. So when I feel that it would be nice to stop by and say hi, I will, because she has my card, she has my number. If she wants to talk, she'll talk, and I'm willing to wait, right? But they said, okay, well, we just want to make sure that you stay in touch with us, so on and so forth. And I said, no, I'll tell you. In fact, to make you happy, I'll go back and I will say hi to her and I'll let you know how it goes. So I said, okay. So I went back, when was it, two days afterwards, after that. I went back to her, and she, again, very pleasant, but this time she was very matter of factly. Well, today, she said, today I'm a little busier because I'm getting ready to travel, and so on and so forth. I'll get back to you when I come back from visiting my homeland. And I said, okay, sure, of course. Whatever works for you, we're fine, no worries. We left it at that. Guess what? Happened a couple of days after. I just get this message, and he says, "Hey, Rafael, it's this person from that hotel. It was nice talking to you. I was thinking about it, about everything. When I get back to the U.S., we'll talk. Okay, we'll talk." And to me, like, "Whoa, okay, cool, we'll talk." You see, so and let me emphasize that when she said, "I'm gonna think about it," she didn't call to say we can continue our conversation that we had. She said, "I thought about it. I was thinking about it. We talked, right?" So now I know when she gets back to the U.S., we'll talk about a conversion. And that's why I tell you that I really, really do my best not to come across as a salesman. I try. Of course, the goal is to sell. Of course, the goal is for me to provide a service, right? That's the whole idea, to enhance a business revenue. In that case, she owned the motel. But when it comes to a person, is to enhance their way of life, to make it easier and healthier and more joyful and safer for her to use her shower or her tub, her new tub that we installed. And I'm going to give you another example, and then I'm going to just then start to wind down and ask you to contact me if you have any questions. Okay, so here we go. So here's another example. So I met this lovely couple, and they too were not ready to make a decision at that time, and it was okay for me. I'm like, okay, no, great. I'm glad that you're giving me the time, and I'm going to go back to my office, and we're going to send you an estimate, a professional one, by email, not just my handwriting. And please keep it, and when you're ready, you call me back and you let me know. And I said, okay, great. So they said, okay, great. So I left. As I drove, it must not have been 10-15 minutes, and I have it on my cell phone. I can prove this. Okay, they texted me, and they said, you know what? I think we're going to think about maybe going with you, but we won't do it right now. We have to do this and that. So we'll be in touch. We'll let you know about the decision soon. And I'm like, yes, great. You see, no sales, no pressure, just people talking, having a conversation. Because as I mentioned earlier, if I was at their home, it's because they were interested. It was because they were interested. But I'm a strong believer. That people like to do business with people that they feel comfortable with, that they see as a friend. And I believe in that, and I practice that. And again, I'm lucky that I'm working with people, with owners of a company that understand that agree with that, and that allow me to do my thing, right? And then everybody's happy, right? Everybody wins. So to complete this story, so a few weeks go by, they call us, they make a decision, they want to go with us, everybody's happy, but they change their minds about the glass doors, so they are not going to be doing that. So again, the owners of the company, I call them the bosses, say, okay, you know what? We'd like to sell this door. We'd like you to sell this door that we bought for her, we ordered for her, and it's okay that you changed her mind. We respect that. We didn't fight her or anything, but if you could sell it to her, that would be great, and we authorize you to lower the price. I'm like, okay, great. Let me go down there and see if it's something that they really want. Because remember, we want to keep them happy. We want to offer them what they want, not what we want to sell them. But let me talk to them and see what they said. And they said, okay, go do your thing. So I went to this home of this lovely couple, that I like so much because now we are friends. Um, so we had a conversation, and I thank them for choosing us, and I'm glad that we're going to be moving forward, and I just want them to know that I understand completely that they changed their minds with the doors, and if they didn't mind telling me what was the change. Well, they tell me, and when I say they, is to make sure that I don't give up, the secret, so you don't know who I'm talking to. Okay, so and then they say, well, the problem is that we had, well, first of all, we really want a glass door, but we had problems with our glass door in our old walk-in shower that we had in another state that we used to live in. So I said, you know what? That's okay. I know of a product that you can use to clean your doors very easily. Because now that you're going to have an acrylic bathroom, and you know how it's going to be a lot easier to clean than the tiles that you had. No, I'm sorry, let me not misspeak, because in case you tell me, Rafael, I want you to prove to me what you're saying, I can show you a video or a picture of what I'm saying. So I'm being 100% truthful, and well, hopefully you can sense that about me. But even if you don't, I can prove that to you. So they have a fiberglass. It was a white, creamy fiberglass type of bathroom situation, or bath shower combo situation. Okay, so I told them, okay, so when we install your new, from the floor plan, the floor of the shower, into the ceiling, all the way to the ceiling, um, shower with acrylic, which is so much easier to use, and you have all these wonderful shelves, and you have this beautiful bar, and you have this beautiful ceiling that we have built for you, then you will see that having the glass doors is going to give it a touch of elegance, a touch of class, that's going to make you love that walk-in shower every single time you see it. And it's going to be easy to clean. Let me show you. I went onto my phone, and I looked up this product that shows how to. This it says it's very easy to clean glass doors. They saw that, and I'm like, okay. They said like, okay, thank you. Would you like some coffee? When somebody offers you coffee, that means that they are nice people overall, and that they see that you're being sincere in what you're telling them, right? So we sat down, we had coffee, and we talked a lot about other things outside of a bath conversion, right? A bath shower, walk-in shower conversion. So we spoke for a little bit, and then I said, I want to be mindful of your time. I'm going to head out, but call me if you have any questions. Here's my cell phone number. That's my personal cell phone number. Call me anytime you want, and I'll be here to help you. They said, okay, well, thank you for coming along, and so on and so forth. And I leave. Again, I have my cell phone to prove it to you. Within maybe 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, they texted me, and they said, you know what? We changed our minds. We want the doors. And I said, yes, you will be happy that you did. And you see, this beautiful story comes down to what I'm telling you that I'm trying to do with you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you to see what you'd like, to see what you want, to answer your questions, to cover your details, to tell you my point of view on any point that you may raise. I would back up that point either by knowledge that I have, or experience that I have, or by bringing in our experts that, again, I'll tell you, they have over 15 years of experience in construction work, doing conversions. These guys are so good. They're so good that they're always busy. And I can prove that by showing you our warehouse. I have a video of that too. Okay, so in this story that I just told you, the second one, I'd be happy to show you the before and after short video that I made about them, so you can see that I'm telling you that not only the truth, but I'm giving you a testimony. She was happy to say how happy she was with us. She's a happy customer. And now we have come to the end of this podcast. This is awesome. I don't know that I should be calling it a podcast, but it feels that way to me because I'm the only one doing all the talking. So please reach out to me. Okay, I'm going to give you my contact information at the end of this program. You may be driving when you are listening to this, or you may be just working out and listening to your YouTube, and you're not able to see. But you know what? You know what you do is but when you pull over, when you stop working out, you just look at my business card, and you'll see the office number there. You won't see my personal number. And the reason for that is that I want you to call the office because we have a very professional young lady who is our she runs the office, and she knows pretty much everything. She knows more than I do about the office and about the contracts, the processes, and all that fun stuff. So you can call the office anytime, and you can ask for me. I mean, she'll tell you, oh, you want to talk to Rafael? Then let me give me your number, and I'll email him or call him, and he can call you. We can do that. My email is going to be on the card, so you can please email me with any questions. And again, the whole purpose of this podcast, it was for me to try to have a conversation with you. I have spoken maybe a little too fast. I know I have a lovely accent. I hope I kept it under control. And I hope that I have motivated you to want to talk to me. I really want to have more conversations with seniors or people that have mobility conditions or chronic health conditions that make it difficult for them to take a shower without pain and and without comfort. I want to offer you really an opportunity to allow us to convert your shower bath combo or your old walk-in shower, old or damaged walk-in shower. It's an invitation really to a conversation that sounded like a song. Yeah, it sounded like a song, and I don't remember which one it is, but it's an invitation to a conversation to talk about a conversion. How about that? That is a nice way to end this podcast. So thank you so much for your time. My name is Rafael Calderon, and I would be more than happy to talk to you. Please reach out to me. Here's my contact information. Thank you, and God bless.